beaten by a better side tonight, or this afternoon, I should say.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. They've been doing a bit in the suspension period, the 2 weeks. You know, they look sharper, didn't they? They all over the park. They look sharper. Look like they deserve to be where they are. And credit to Gary, because he's been building that for a bit. He's got a good squad there. They play nice football. They take their chances when they come along with the quality they've got in their squad. And like I say, deserve 3-0 winners today. It could have been more, apart from Johnny and a couple of blocks. So, got no qualms about what happened today. Result-wise, performance-wise, on a couple of things, yes, I have.
And what would those things do particularly?
Not tight enough all over the park. Giving them a bit more, I wouldn't say respect, but giving them an edge and a leg up by our sloppiness. Not being creative enough, not being comfortable enough. All the stuff that it looked like there was rustiness there. But it's one of those, Jim, I'm not looking at rustiness as an excuse, because no matter how rusty you are, you can still run. And if your legs move in front of each other and you're asked to get tight to people and do X, Y and Z, you should be able to do it.
I thought we did improve somewhat in the second half.
Yeah, but like I say,
it was a bit late, of course.
Jim, we've been in games where we've been 2-0 up or 2-0 down, and the next goal was the important one. And we've been in games where we got the next goal to make it 2-1 with, I don't know, 15 minutes to go. Well, Hampton example last year, FA Trophy. We was 2-0 down with 90 minutes on the clock, drew 2-2. By fluke or whatever, we drew 2-2. So my team talk to them was, ironed out a few problems, told them, stay in the game. It could be 50, 60, 70, 80 minutes, might be 2-0. But you get that one goal, you then get that extra bit of a lift, extra bit of a buzz, which you can push on and try and get the next one. And they get a little bit deflated and think, oh, the Alamo's coming, which it would have done. But 44 seconds later, they come down the right hand side, put a cross in, header at the back stick, 3-0. It's game over. And then they can toy with you because you're chasing it. You know, they've got no real desire to go and get the next goal. And when you're pushing, then they can find, with clever players, they've got find little pockets and open you up and create more chances, which they did, to be fair to them. But they didn't have to go on the front foot. We had to go on the front foot to try and salvage something, and by then you're going to leave yourselves exposed. And we did today, but credit to us, we didn't concede after that third goal.
2-0 is a strange score, 3-0 is pretty much over, isn't it?
Well, it is, because like I said to you, you're chasing the game. And when you're chasing it, clever players like they've got will find little areas and then we'll exploit you. And that's what happened to us.
Sure. If the league does carry on, an outside bet for the playoffs, Hampton?
I don't see why not. I don't see no. They've got the squad to do it. They've got the numbers to do it. And yeah, I don't see why not. They're on a good run of form. They didn't start the season well, but they're on a good run of form now. And like I say, Gary's built on that. He's very good at getting his acquisitions. So he's centre forward, went to Maidenhead last year in the Natnl and scoring goals. And he brings Nico Muri, that he knows very well. The lad, I think he was at Barnet, the number 22. Absolutely fantastic player. I talked to Gary before. Gary admits that he's way and above this level. You can see that today. I thought he was absolutely fantastic. They're two centre halves, nice and solid. But like ours are nice and solid. But when you've got that actual desire from other players to move and move you about, we unfortunately didn't have that today. And it's about, yes, the technical ability you've got, yes, the range of passing and the right passing and the right delivery of crosses, but it's about working hard. And you have to outwork your opposite number. So whether that's dropping into the back four, if you're a centre midfielder, to get the ball and not get it, but then sprinting 40 yards to get up and get the second ball, that's part and parcel of football. It ain't all football nicey to the feet, because it ain't going to work. These teams are hungry, you know, and if we'd done that time and time again, they would have let us up. But when we did do it, we created a few problems, but again, it's at 3-0. You've got to be doing that at 0-0. You start doing it at 3-0, they're happy to sit off you.
I mean, as an example, I don't know, about 75 minutes, terrific pass, slide rule pass from Jack Parter to Deshaun, and he's in, you know. Unfortunately, final shot way over, but, you know.
But it's their moment, so Deshaun's got in there, done great, a little bit of skill, put the ball over the bar. Jack Parter makes a fantastic run, gets in their penalty box, and he picks out their keeper. 44 seconds in, their fullback gets down here, or their winger gets down here, puts a delightful cross in at the back stick, because he knows the height advantage is going to beat Jack Parter. and they score from it. So it's about them decisions. And like I said to him in there, that the desire of Sam Cox, their fullback, in the 93rd minute to sprint from the halfway line to our penalty box and keep the ball in play with a sliding tackle, that's what you need. And you need that more than anything else. You could be the best player in the league, but if you haven't got that about you, the game's going to bypass you more than anything. And that's a credit to himself and to Gary, what he installs in his players. And like I say, that's something that we've got, but we need more of it, and we need 11, 12, 13, 14 subs, 15, 16. We need all them, especially the ones that come on, to do it as well.
Sure. I've got to ask you, all the uncertainty that's been going on around the league, that clearly has got to be an effect on you and the players?
It is, Jim, but then we look for excuses. Everyone's in the same boat. You know,
I wasn't particularly reflecting about today's game,
but everyone's
just generally,
but generally everyone's in the same boat. So you had games called off for COVID. You had all sorts going on. Everyone has got the same situation to deal with. Every manager, every player, every club. And like the chairman is very, very good, Dave. And like we've said to each other, until things are put in black and white, we can't say any more. We've got to carry on doing what we're supposed to be doing. I know clubs are against playing. That's their right. Our club have voted not to play. But if we have to, then we'll have to take the loans, because the club has got his integrity to follow. We signed up for this league at the start of the season. Whether the grants, loans, whatever it was, we put our name to play in the National South. Now, if the National League are telling you to play, or asking you to play, in my opinion, you've signed an agreement, you then deserve to follow out that agreement.
I think the issue is, isn't it, that some people are saying the National League haven't really acted.
No, that's what I'm saying. So my point, going back to it, when it's in black and white, we will have to continue doing with the agreement we joined into at the start of the season to carry on playing. You know, the players know the situation. We've had conversations about money and stuff like that, and like I say, they're willing to help out the club until things actually get resolved and see what's going on, which is a testament to them players.
Very much so.
And we just have to wait until the vote's done. Then we have to wait until any other information comes out. But as a club, we need to follow the agreement we've done. Otherwise, to me, you're buying into something, and then you're saying, well, no, I'm not really doing that because I don't agree with it. When you're not the governing body. Now, people out will say the National League aren't doing what they should be doing. They're not putting a front foot forward and making a stance saying, right, this is happening, that's happening, you're getting this, you have to do this. No one's leading the ball by the horns. And that's what something needs to be done. And until that's actually done, we can only go week by week and wait until actual resolutions are done. But speaking to the chair, this club will, I know the vote's gone in, but we will have to follow what the league are telling us to stop fines, to stop stuff. You know, I'm reading things about the safety of players, the COVID issue and stuff like that. COVID now, over Christmas was very, very bad. COVID now is probably as bad as it was when we first started the season, and probably as bad as when we was finishing the season. So March, beginning of March, when we played 2 or 3 games, it was probably as bad then. There was no testing put in place. All this club does is the right things in terms of your temperature and the social distance. The best thing we can do, and we're advised to, until the league put testing in place, which I believe could happen,
I think
twice a week for the players.
I think that's coming.
That would be fantastic. People will still say, "Oh, it's too late for that anyway," but they've done it. Whether they've acted after the horse has bolted, they're doing it. The main reason for this stop is all about finance. Teams not playing, and I totally get it. What they do behind their closed doors at their club is entirely up to them. You can't second guess it. You can't badmouth them, because it's their choice, and everybody's got a choice in life. Our club are following, even though the vote, we still have to follow the rules, and we're doing that until we're told differently. The COVID thing is still an issue in the country, in the world, but people were still playing football, whether they had the ump with the COVID or not, the COVID protocols, they were still playing football. So this is a money issue. A lot of clubs have agreed it's a money issue, But some are now throwing in the COVID thing as well, and I think that's wrong, because you should have done that at the start. You should have refused to play league games at the start of the season when the COVID was bad as well, rather than just saying it now. Safety of players is paramount. Safety of volunteers like yourselves, paramount. Staff, paramount. But we also have told our players and the staff, if you don't want to come in, it's your choice not to come in. We're not forcing you. You're coming in to play football, training and matches, that is your choice. Now, if they turn away and say, we don't want to come in because I've got some worries at home and stuff like that, that's fine. When you feel it's safe for you to come back in, come back in. And that's how we're running the club. Other clubs do it differently, but all I can tell you is what we're doing in-house here. And hopefully the supporters can relate to that as well. Because listen, today, we would have got some pelters today from the supporters, rightly so, but also they would have given us help. We're missing them. We're missing them, and this is a thing to the supporters as well. In a safe environment, can't wait for you to come back. The players miss you, and I've got to be honest, it's a dead place.
Well, they say, don't
it's
they?
It's a dead place.
They say,
Jim.
don't they? Home advantage. Even Premier League has gone right out the window.
Jim,
we've won games away from home. We've never won before.
I've been to other grounds that have got home supporters. And it's dead. This place is never dead when we've got home supporters.
No.
Whether we're winning or losing. You either get the rollickings and the bad vibe from the supporters if we're losing and justified, and if we're winning, it's that extra buzz you get as well. So we're missing them. And like I say, I just hope they stay safe and well, and when time is to come back in, we flood this place and really make up for lost time. Because like I say, at the moment we don't know if there's going to be relegation or anything. We've just got to concentrate. Like today's a wake-up call for us. We've got to concentrate on trying to get as many results as we can, because if there is relegation, we don't want to be in that bottom 1 or 2 or whatever it is.
Absolutely. Well, we're due to play Concord on Tuesday.
Yes.
Ironically, it may be actually the weather that forces that game not to go ahead rather than anything that might be happening.
Yeah, they've had a couple of issues with speaking to their management staff, a couple of issues with their pitch with a water thing nearby and stuff. They've had a couple of games called off, so listen, fingers crossed. Let's see what happens over the next few days.
We'll enjoy the -8 that's forecasted there for Tuesday.
Well, that's the other thing as well. Yeah. So, but no, that's it, Jim. So
But anyway,
beaten by the better side today, deservedly so, and we've just got to stand up, be counted, and go again.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Steve. Thanks for your honesty as ever.
Cheers, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Just have to accept sometimes we played against a side who are better than us.
Yeah, cool. Today, I think they're clearly better than us today. Just disappointing we didn't lay a glove on them attacking wise, but yeah, better side today. Yeah.
It's been just really odd circumstances at the moment. I gather you only had one training session since our last game, which was over 3 weeks ago. How hard was it to prepare for the game?
It's something I don't think anyone's experienced before. We were saying it on the way to training. 23 days since our last game and one training session. So it's been down to the boys to do work away from the ground, go running, do what you need to do. But strange season. Very strange.
Where was the difference between the sides today?
I just think their quality in the final third. I think their final actions were really good. The crosses, really good crosses. I'd say that really. I'd say the quality in the final third was the difference.
Your role today, I think it started up front with Tommy, didn't you? Then you went wide only after it was after their goal, wasn't it?
We spoke about it beforehand. If the situation was how it was, we'd change. We're adaptable. We were able to do it. So just disappointed we didn't lay a glove on them, as I say. Yeah.
Didn't you enjoy that? I mean, I'm presuming you'd enjoy that role more if you had more attacking play. Otherwise, you like that role?
Yeah, if goals are coming from me, I'm happy. But I'll do what I'm asked to do and try and do my best.
Yeah, we don't go away too disappointed tonight, do you?
No, you can't. You can't be too down. You can't be too down with defeats. Just that when you're winning, you can't be too happy. We've got a game Tuesday, hopefully. Try and win there. Yeah.
It is pretty difficult at the moment, and there's such a debate about whether the season will continue. Do you, as players, have views yourself about whether the season should continue?
Me personally, I'm like that. I'm this side and I'm that side. For my own personal, mental well-being, you want to play, but it's crazy times. I mean, there's still at the moment 20,000 people being infected every day with this virus, but it's just strange. Like, it's strange for everyone, but yeah.
It's just not a normal football season, is it?
It's not normal at all. Even with, it's strange. For example, today, if we had fans 2-0 down, maybe them singing behind the goal unnerves the other team, gives us a push. You don't have that this year, so it's strange. Yeah.
If we do play Tuesday night, it's Concord away, that was our last game with our fans
So
there at the game, which was a cracking game. It was a 3-3 draw there last season. Obviously, be very, very different this year. It's a fairly local one for you, isn't it? 'Cause you're north of the river, aren't you?
Me, Dee, and Folksy close to us, but we just need to dust ourselves down, full gas, go at it again Tuesday, and hopefully try and get 3 points.
All right. Well, if we do play, good luck Tuesday night.
Thank you.